Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel, my Loverlies. If you've never been here before, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I'm so happy you found me. I do so hope you will like and subscribe before you leave. Become part of the Mama family. Mama's got your back, at least where makeup's concerned, and definitely when that makeup is cheap. So we're reviewing, we're doing a first impressions of pretty much the only like Pride collection I found at my local Walmart. So this is the Lottie London Pride collection. What is it called? It is the Lottie London Proud to Be. Okay, so it's the Lottie London Proud to Be collection. This is their Pride release. I think that these products are so super cute. I can't wait to go through all of them with you guys. We have an eyeshadow palette. We have a couple of eyeliner stamps. We have liquid eyeshadows. We have freckle pens. There's good stuff here. I also have a new concealer. I have, I think that's about it, but that should be plenty. So we're gonna go through it all today, and stay tuned till the end of the video because we are doing a giveaway. I finally got enough stuff together to do a really great giveaway for you guys. I'm so excited. I know my giveaways have been few and far between here recently, but money has been tight, and I really wanted to, my next giveaway, I really wanted to do something special for you guys. I really wanted to make it worth your while, and I think that this this giveaway is really special. There's a couple of really great products in there, and I really think you're gonna like them. So stay tuned till the end of the video. We will go over that. As always, guys, everything that I talk about in today's video will be listed in the description box below, along with all of my other social media tags. So if you guys would make sure you're following me on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, guys, that would mean more to me than you will ever know. I would really appreciate your support. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Let me know you guys are liking what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I am fresh-faced. I am very fresh-faced. I don't have anything on but a little bit of moisturizer, and my brows are done, of course, but because if my brows were not done, then y'all wouldn't see them. I would look like an alien, and we're not here for that. So brows are on, but face is clean. I want to swatch some of this stuff with you guys, and then we'll kind of figure out what we're gonna do. I haven't really played with any of this yet, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Usually I pop on here and I have one eye done and I've got at least some idea of where we're gonna take the look, but today I have no idea. I have no idea. So we're gonna do this together. So first I want to jump into the eyeshadow palette. Super cute 9-pan palette. I actually really enjoy Lottie London quality. I think they're really great. Not super expensive, not the cheapest at the drugstore, but not super expensive either. I actually really enjoy Lottie London as a brand. I love their coconut face setting mist. I love their coconut primer, their dewy coconut primer. It's freaking fantastic. I have a ton of their other little 9-pan shadows, and they're so great. I really like the quality. I like their eyeliner pens. Their eyeliner pens are really great as well. So I'm super excited about this collection. The only thing here that I have never tried from the brand is the liquid eyeshadows, and then the Freckle Tints. The Freckle Tint, what are they called? Yeah, the Freckle Tints. So these look absolutely freaking adorable. But the thing I think is so cool and fun about these is they're metallic. So I have a gold and a silver one. I am not sure what we're gonna do with these, but we'll figure it out. I figured if I didn't use it for freckles, I could at least use it as an eyeliner, you know, because makeup, there are no rules. So we will definitely be playing with these. I'm gonna swatch the eyeshadow palette first. So this is what she looks like. Super cute. So I like that there's mostly mattes. There's just a couple shimmers in here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes and 3 shimmers. So this is a shimmer, this is a shimmer, and this is a shimmer. I think this one is absolutely stunning. So here, let me go ahead and take my hair tie off. So here is that first shimmer. That's a really beautiful, like, soft gold champagne color. Then we have, let's go into this green. This is a little hard. It's a little hard panned. Oh, but that's a really pretty kind of sheer satiny green color. That's pretty. Then we have this blue shimmer. Oh, that's definitely better. I think that might be purple and not blue. It's kind of like an indigo. I think that's an indigo color. So that's really, really pretty. These two shimmers are pretty sheer. So I'm not sure if those are meant to be like topper colors or what, but I think where Lottie London shines is definitely their mattes. Their mattes are always fantastic. So they feel really, really good. They feel nice and smooth and buttery. So that is, I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see that. That's basically my skin tone, but it's a really beautiful kind of peachy nude transition color. Then we have yellow. That's a really pretty yellow. Then we have orange. That's a nice orange. Let's go into, is this red or like a pinky red, a pinky orange? Kind of like a corally color. So there's that. This one looks really, really similar. I think this one is more red and this one is more pink. Yeah, this one looks more like a grapefruit color. That's really pretty. And then we have this matte purple. So they don't swatch the best. That's a really pretty kind of lilac-y purple. So they don't swatch the best, but I have found that Lottie London definitely goes better on the eyes than they swatch. But there's the rainbow. That's really, really pretty. I am definitely here for that. I like the colors. I think that these are actually fairly odd. I like that they're not like straight up primary rainbow colors. I like that they put a little bit of twist on there. That red is more of like an orangey corally red, and then this one is more like almost like a rosy grapefruit pink. That's pretty, and that lilac is really, really pretty as well. So there are the colors. And then moving on to the liquid shadows, there are 4 different colors. First off, we have sky blue, and I'm actually super excited about these liquid shadows. I think that they're going to be really, really fun to play with. So that was sky blue. This is pink slip. That's a really pretty kind of very nude pink. Then we have Minty Fresh, which is a really pretty mint green. Ooh, that's pretty. And then last but not least, we have Lilac Days. So those are gorgeous. I will say that they are very, very pastel, whereas these ones are like kind of vibrant and bright. These are very, very pastel. I like that they gave you options. I like that they thought about it like that. I'm worried that these 2 shades are going to look way too similar on the eye. They don't really have that much defining pigment to them. So we'll kind of see how they play out on the eyes. I think what I'm going to do is do one eye with the liquid shadow and one eye with the palette, just so we can really get, play with as many of the colors as we possibly can, really figure out what's good and what's not. I already have eyeshadow primer on. I have finally finished my tube of NYX, so I have moved on to this. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose eyeshadow primer. I just really, really liked the packaging of this. It looked very kind of punky, gothy, beautiful kind of thing. I don't know, it just did it for me. So this is what we're using. This is more of it's not so much a tacky primer, it's more of like a smoothing eyeshadow primer. So there's really not much tack on my lid, but it did give me a little bit of coverage. It evened out the tone of my eyelids a little bit, gave me just a tiny bit of tint to really even things out and, get the party started. So let's go into the eyeshadow palette first, shall we? I am not I'm not big on liquid shadows. I don't use them very often. They're not usually my go-to. So I'm definitely more comfortable with the palette. So that's why we're going to play with that first. I'm just going to go into this transition shade first, and let's put it where it was intended to go. Let's put it up here in the transition area. There is not a ton of kick up in the pan, but it is picking up really, really beautiful on the brush. It's going on the eye really, really nicely, nice and smooth. There's actually good pigmentation there. Yeah, I can see it on the eye. It's an interesting choice. It's not got a lot of pigment to it, but it is super, super neutral. So I can kind of understand why they put it in there. just to give you a like a super neutral, natural kind of base to start everything off with. That's a really, really pretty transition color. Let's go into something a little bit smaller. We're gonna go ahead and do a straight up, like, I'm not doing like no frills, no fuss, no muss. Let's go in and do like a straight up rainbow eye. So let's start off with the yellow, and we'll do that on the inner corner and see how that packs on. That's nice and bright. I'm just using this is a Moto brush. This is a Moto Crease brush. And I'm just really pressing this onto the inner portion of my eye. Not the most pigmentation in the world, but still a really pretty, soft, sunshiny yellow. Let me wipe my brush off on my towel here, and let's go into this orange shade now. And we'll pack that slightly overlapping. I'm just taking this from my lash line all the way up to like you can see a little shadow on my eye. That's where my orbital socket is. I'm just taking it up to right up underneath my eyebrow. And I'm not really blending, but I am kind of packing and pressing these shadows on to the lid. I will say this eyeshadow primer is not my favorite. I really prefer an eyeshadow primer with a little bit of tack to it. I find that the tack really helps to, the eyeshadows stick to the lid, and it really helps it to be as vibrant as it possibly can be. So I feel like if I had a tackier primer on, this would be a little bit more in your face, but it's still very, very pretty. You can definitely see, the two different colors. They're blending together and working nicely together, but they're not disappearing into each other. So that's really, really pleasant. Let's go into something slightly darker now. Let's go in with this pink color now. This kind of like rosy, pinky grapefruit color. And pack this on. What I'm looking for in these shadows is I'm looking for, like, they're obviously building a really, really beautiful gradient, and they're formulated and the colors are picked in such a way that they're pretty effortless, guys. Blending these into each other because the colors are so similar, it's making a really, really beautiful, easy transition on the eye. I would like these to be a little bit more pigmented. They look pretty bright in the pan, but translating onto the eye, they're more muted. They're leaning more pastel than they are anything else, which is super surprising because they don't look pastel in the palette at all, but they look very, very pastel on the eye. I'm not displeased and I'm not like unhappy with it, just not quite what I was expecting. I'm still just kind of pressing these on. Again, they are working and playing really, really, really well with each other. Just not a ton of like in your face pigmentation there, but I will say that gradient is like spectacular. That's really, really pretty. So let's go into that more like pinky red, orangey red color now, and pack that on right beside it. There's not a lot of differentiation between these colors, which is lending itself to, again, like a super easy and effortless gradient. But if I wanted any kind of like real, like intense kind of eye look, I really don't think that you're going to get it with this palette. You might get that if you packed this on top of like a concealer or a tackier base, but on top of this eyeshadow primer, I just don't think that it's going to give you that punch in the face, especially the punch in the face that I look for most of the time. But as of right now, we have a really beautiful kind of sunset eye, so I'm not mad about that at all. That's really, really pretty. But again, I don't see too much of a difference between that corally color and that, or that pinky color and that more reddish color. I think they look really, really, really similar on the eye. This one is ever so slightly darker, but still super, super subtle. Let's go in with the purple now. Why not? Let's try the purple. This one is much more softly pressed. I got a ton of it on my brush. Again, it's blending super, super easily, but guys, there's just not a lot of pigment here. I think what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand and see if these perform better packed onto the concealer, because just packed onto the eye, and I'm not really blending, I'm really just kind of packing these shadows onto the eye, trying to get them to be as pigmented as I can. And while they're very, very pretty and soft, they are just so, so subtle. Can you guys see that purple at all? And I'm like really packing these on, and it's so surprising to me, because usually Lottie London is like really pigmented and really, really great quality. The actual formula of the eyeshadows is not bad at all. They're actually blending and performing really, really well. It's not the formula that I have the problem with. It is the actual pigmentation, because I just don't think that the pigmentation is there. It makes for a super, super effortless kind of eye. But other than that, I just feel like the pigmentation is so soft. That doesn't look like a rainbow eye to me at all. I mean, it looks like a really beautiful gradiated kind of sunset eye, but it doesn't look like a rainbow eye at all. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you like that eye look? Do you like the way that they're performing on the eye? Or do you wish that they were a little bit more pigmented as well? I don't know. I'm not quite sure how to feel about that. Let's test out the shimmer, because I really feel like this shimmer right here is the best shadow in the entire palette. I think it's absolutely stunning. Let's take a little bit and put it right up underneath the arch of the brow. Did that show up at all? It did not. Where did that go? Okay, let's try that again. Let's get a little bit more on the brush. Can definitely see it's on the brush. Let's spray it with a setting spray. Maybe that will help. And we'll try to press that. Okay, that definitely helped. Okay, so I definitely had to dig at that shadow a little bit and kind of really make sure I had a good amount on my brush, and then spraying it with the setting spray helped quite a bit, but even then it's still really, really subtle. Let's try a little bit on the inner corner as well. Okay. I'm disappointed. I really don't like disliking drugstore products. It always makes me feel so terrible when I have to tell you guys that something isn't great. But I don't want to sit here and lie to you and be like, oh, it's fantastico. And then y'all go pick it up, spend your hard-earned money on it, and be like, what in the world was she talking about? This is nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a pass for me. I don't like this eyeshadow palette. I don't like the pigmentation on it. I don't like the color choices. If you guys like a look like this that's super, super subtle, I say maybe go for it, because the actual formulation is really nice. But for the most part, no. I think I'm gonna do a TikTok or a reel swatching this against some of the other Lottie London palettes that I have, because I feel like they changed the formula, because usually the mattes are so pigmented and these are just so very, very disappointing. I don't know why. I mean, it's pretty on the eyelid, but it's so subtle. Okay, so that's a no for me. That's a no for me. I don't like that at all. That makes me so, so sad. I really wanted to like that. If you guys have been eyeing that, I really say pass on this. This is not worth your money. Don't do it. Moving on to the liquid shadows. So we have 4 different colors. Like I said, I'm really worried about these 2 colors looking really, really like similar. But now that they've dried down, ooh, and they dry down and they don't go anywhere. Like, those aren't there. Okay, so I love that. You know, I was more excited about the shadow palette, but I really think these might be the stars of the show. So let's go ahead and just do like a rainbow eye on the, let's do a pastel rainbow on the other eye, shall we? So let's start off with the lightest shade, which I think is going to be the blue. So let's start off with the blue. My allergies are so bad. Are anybody else's allergies acting up? Mine are crazy today, and I'm breaking out. I have 2 little friends over here on the side of my face. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to start packing this on the inner portion of my eye. And I think what I'm going to do is just pack them all on. Let's do purple next. I think I'm going to pack them on and then use a brush to go in and blend them out and kind of blend out the edges. Okay, so you can notice there is indeed a slight kind of difference on the, let's do purple. I just did purple. Let's do pink, and then we'll do green on the outer. I do feel like I need to work quickly though, because I want to be able to make sure that I can blend this edge, and I don't want it to set on me before I get a chance to blend it. Oh, that's so pretty. I am so excited. So last but not least, let's go in with the green. And I want to try to see if I can make, oh, the green is definitely my favorite color. It's definitely absolutely stunning. Let's go in and see if I can make a little bit of like a winged out shape. Like this. And then I'm going to go into just a fluffy brush. Let's take a clean fluffy brush and just see if I can soften this edge just a little bit. See how it moves? Just very, very lightly. Tapping that. Let's tap to blend. Okay, how do I feel about that? Did I use that wrong, y'all? Did I do that wrong? Let's go in and do another layer. I'm going to use a flat packing brush to go in and just kind of pat these to blend them, so that way I am not just so I want to really give this the best chance that I can. So I think the patting method, let's tap it out instead of blending. So like, because it's very possible that this is just user error. So I'm just going to take a flat brush just to blend the very edge of the shadow so that it doesn't look too super harsh. Let's pat I'm very, very gently patting on top of this. I'm trying not to touch it too much. Let's go in with the pink now. I think that looks a little bit better, but it still looks... They just don't look different enough. The first two shade, the green and the blue and the, what was it? Blue and purple. I don't think they look different enough on the eye. I'm really not touching too much of the shadow. I'm just very, very gently blending the edge of it, and then where they overlap, just to get a smooth kind of transition. They are indeed very, very pastel. And then maybe let's go in with a little more green and kind of tap that into place. Just very, very gently tapping to blend. Not moving it around too much. Let's get a little bit better of a blend going on. Okay. I have got to be doing something wrong. I watched, and that's pretty much set now. It's blended nicely. There's not enough. See, like, they're really pretty swatched, right? But then on the eye, for some reason, like, once you try to move them at all and, like, blend them out and use them together, they're just, they're not keeping the pigmentation. Am I using these wrong? I made sure before I did this review, I made sure to watch a couple of my favorite creators, and I made sure to watch how they used liquid eyeshadows. Again, because I'm not super comfortable with liquid eyeshadows. They're not my medium of choice. I really made sure to kind of watch how they used them and watch how they were supposed to be, like, treated and handled. And that is how I watched them use that. They kind of put them on in, you know, in the places they wanted them to be, and then blended out the edges or tapped out the edges. And I'm not sure why it looks like that on my eye. Let's try to do it on the back of my hand. Let's put some of this green one, and then let's put some of this, let's just do the purple just for giggles. Let's put, so just a little bit right beside each other. And then I'm going to take the brush and I'm just going to pat in between them to blend them. And see, that looks really pretty, but it doesn't look like that on my eye. And let's see if we blend out the edges. Okay, so I think what the problem with this is that there's just not enough pigmentation in the actual eyeshadows themselves, because I just kind of blended out the scent, you know, just the edges, and then it just kind of leaves that, it doesn't blend well. And then the minute you kind of pat it out to make it look blended and even and not patchy, it just kind of loses all of that beautiful color. So I don't like the way that I've used this. I feel like, what if I used this for like a cut crease? I think that they would be phenomenal for like cut crease, or as base eyeshadows. But okay, so we're gonna take this off because I want to try to make this work somehow. Y'all, once they go on, they are on though. I will give them that. They definitely dry down and do not move. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take one color and I'm gonna blend it all over the eye. And I'm just gonna try to blend out the edges and just kind of soften the edges. Try to take my eye makeup off without taking my eyebrow off with it. Okay. So I'm going to take that off. The only time I ever use makeup wipes to remove my makeup. And because this is a liquid eyeshadow, I don't really feel like I need to use an eyeshadow primer, so I'm not going to worry about it. I think I'm going to take the darkest color, so I think that's going to be the green. Let's try the green. The green is definitely my favorite. I feel like it has the most pigmentation. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint this on. I like the applicator. You get a nice amount of product on the eye without being too much. Let's paint on an eye shape. Just something really, really simple. Let's do a little something like this. And then I'm going to try to blend out the edge. Not crazy about the shape, but I just want to get it on there. And then I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm just going to try to blend out and soften this edge a little bit and see if it looks a little bit better like that. It definitely dries down quickly though, so you have to work fast, but it does blend. It is blending. That edge is softening. I think that looks pretty, and that looks nice and pigmented. I think they're performing quite a bit like eye paints instead of like eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows. And I think part of that is because they're so matte. That's freaking beautiful. I love that. Okay, so I can say that I really, really like these on their own. I don't think that you could use them all together. I think these are very much one and done eyeshadows. I think they look absolutely beautiful for like, just like I said, a one and done, quick swipe it on, blend it out, go get out the door. I think these are beautiful. I think that the most pigmented my favorite two are definitely the pink and the green. I think they have the most pigmentation. I think these two colors, the blue and the purple, look way too similar on the eye. I don't think there's enough pigmentation in here, but again, probably if you use them on their own, they would look really, really pretty. My two favorites are the blue or the green and the pink. I think the green looks absolutely phenomenal on the eye. That's really, really pretty. I could definitely clean up this little bit right here. And that looks spectacular, especially for like a one and done, just put it on and go. That's really pretty. I definitely like this more than I like the eyeshadow palette. I feel like these two definitely have more pigmentation than the eyeshadow palette does. So I like these. If you were looking at a couple of the liquid matte eyeshadows, what are these called? These are called Lottie London Color Cloud Longwear Matte Liquid Eyeshadow. Says crease free. And I have hooded eyes, and I haven't really been paying attention to how it dried, and that actually looks really, really nice. It didn't, like, bunch up weird where my eye hoods, so that actually looks really, really pretty. This is beautiful. I actually think that these would be a really, really great base for eyeshadow as well. Beautiful. So I like these. Love, 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 love. So we're going to move on since we're 35 minutes into the video and don't have hardly anything done. Yeah, I definitely like this color. So what else did we get? So we also have a couple of these are the stamp and eyeliner duos. So I was trying to consolidate, so I actually have two of them in here, and I threw the other box away, but I think they're a peace sign. Yeah, I have a peace sign and a heart. So I have a really beautiful like sky blue peace sign, and then I have a really, really pretty pastel purple heart. I think they're both absolutely adorable. These are felt tip liners. I prefer a brush tip liner, but these stamps are so adorable, and I love that they're dual ended. So on one end you have the stamp. Look how cute that is. Look how adorable. So on one end you have the stamp, and on the other end you have a really, really cool fun blue felt tip liner. And then this is what so I'll swatch these for you guys real quick. This is the purple. Can you guys see that? Really, really soft pastel purple. And then this is what the stamp looks like. Can you guys see that? Super, super adorable. But again, they're pastel, so they're super, like, incredibly, oh, that blue is everything, though. They're incredibly subtle. That blue is everything. I love that blue color. And then the stamp looks like that. By far, I prefer the blue one. I think it's got better pigmentation. So we're going to play with this one today. Do you think the blue is going to look super weird with the green? Probably, but we're going to go for it anyway. Let's try out the liner side first. Let's do... Okay, so it's not tugging on my lid too much, but it's definitely not as smooth as I would like it to be. But the amount of product coming out is nice. It's opaque. And that bright blue color is so much fun. It's having a little bit of difficulty drawing on top of this super, super matte eyeshadow. It's not really wanting to dispense the product. It's really tugging on the felt tip liner. I just tried to do a wing, and that was pretty difficult, so we're just gonna kind of leave it there. But I love the color. I feel like this would work so much better you know, on top of a different kind of shadow, but that color is gorgeous. So, so beautiful. Let's try the stamp side out now. I think we'll just do a couple of peace signs. How cute is that? I love that. That's adorable. I would definitely, that's a look. That's a look right there. What do we think? I actually really like the blue. I kind of messed it up there, but my hooded eyelids get in the way sometimes. But the stamp actually goes on really, really beautifully. It's nice and solid. There's no like missing pieces or parts to it. I think that's the hardest part with an eyeliner stamp. A lot of times you'll press it down and you don't get a perfect stamp, so you end up having to go over it and then you just ruin everything. But this is nice. It's nicely saturated with product, so it gives you a nice solid stamp the first time. I really, really love that color. I actually really enjoy those two colors together. I think the blue, the pastel blue with the mint green together are really, really pretty. I love that. I'm going to clean up a little bit of the side of that, and then we will move on to the Freckle Tints. I have never played with a freckle tint before, so I'm kind of excited to see. Oh, that is so pretty. Guys, I'm not even. I am so glad I played with those liquid eyeliner or liquid eyeshadows more and didn't just give up on those, because I really think when you just put one all over the eye and just kind of blend it out, I think that's beautiful. It looks very, very seamless. I love the color. That's gorgeous. I highly, highly recommend the liquid eyeshadows. Definitely don't try to get too crazy with them because they're not for that, but as a one and done, really, really pretty. I love that. I really, really enjoy the eyeliner stamp as well. So one of the last things we have in this collection are the Freckle Tints. So again, this is what the packaging looks like. So they're just the Lottie London Freckle Tints, but these ones are metallic. They come in two different colors. This one is silver. This is what the component looks like. I really love the holographic kind of detailing on there. I think they look super, super adorable. So this is the silver one. This is what the brush looks like. Now, again, I have never used a freckle tint before. I don't know really what they're supposed to look like, but I do know in theory how they're supposed to work. What do we think? Did I do that right, or did I do that wrong too? I think the color is really, really pretty. I want to see if you can kind of use this as an eyeliner too, though. Let's try to see if we can use this. And you 100% can. That looks fantastic. Oh, that gave just a little bit of a little something extra to that blue. Like, this is no work of art, this eye look, but I actually really like the silver with that pastel. That looks really, really pretty. So if you guys are not into using this as a freckle pen, then you can definitely use this as an eyeliner. That looks really, really pretty. It's not super pigmented, but it gives a little bit of a shine and a sheen. So that's really pretty. Let's try to put a little bit of foundation on. Let's just like tap a little bit of foundation. I'm going to try this. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It foundation. I'm actually going to do a review on this sometime in the very near future, but I'm not trying to be like, ooh, it smells good. It smells like the butter bronzer and I love it. I do wish that they would make scented products more. I really enjoy a scented product. I enjoy scent, period. And I don't really have sensitive skin. I know a lot of people have problems with that. I'm not one of them, so when I do get like products like this that just smell yummy, oh, it just makes me so happy. So I just put a tiny bit of foundation down. I was wondering if that had anything to do with, you know, how the freckle tint is performing. So I want to give it as fair of a shot as I can. And I know you're just supposed to dot that on like freckles, and then you take a finger and just kind of dot over. I don't know. I think it's adorable. I just don't know when I would ever wear that. It almost kind of looks like metallic paint splatter to me. I'm not sure. Let's try the gold one. So the gold one looks, it looks identical to, yeah, the packaging is identical. So I feel like you guys would definitely have to check, are the colors? Oh yeah, so definitely have to check the bottom because one says gold, one says silver, but the packaging is identical. So just make sure you're checking. If you have both of these, make sure you're checking which one you've got before you just go and put it all over your face. Same packaging, same kind of brush tip applicator. Guys, these are not professional freckles, okay? I'm really just trying to demo the product. And then you just kind of tab over them. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know what this is for. I don't know why in the world I would ever wear, I mean, unless I was doing some kind of really fun, creative look, which I'm sure is what this is for. I actually think that looks really cool and very funky. I would never wear this like in everyday life, but for like a fun, creative kind of look, that's really pretty. I think that it's subtle enough to not be like too much, but it does have a really pretty reflect and like shine. But unless it catches the light, you really can't see it on the skin. Let me look in my mirror. Yeah, like even like just looking at my skin in this light, unless it catches the light, I really can't see it. So there's that. I definitely think that I like this more as eyeliner than I do as a freckle tint. I think as an eyeliner, this is super cool and fun, and you know, metallic eyeliners are few and far between at the drugstore. And I think it looks really, really fun as a metallic eyeliner. I definitely will say I probably will get more use out of it. Definitely will get more use out of it as an eyeliner than a freckle pen. But I think they're fun to have if you're interested in having metallic freckles. I guess these are for you. I really like these. I think they're fun. I think they're funky. I really enjoy the colors. I do wish they were a little bit more pigmented, but I mean, I guess I wish they were more pigmented as an eyeliner, but as a freckle tint, I guess they are what they're supposed to be. I don't know. I think it looks fun and odd and funky, but definitely not something I would wear on an everyday basis. If you guys have these, let me know. What do you think of these? Do you use these? Have you used them as freckles? And like, did they kind of blow your mind? Were they awesome? Let me know. I think this whole collection is really, it's finicky. It's fun, but it's finicky. Definitely, I'm gonna say pass on the eyeshadow palette. I think the freckle tints are fun, but not necessary. I think I'll definitely use them as an eyeliner, not so much a freckle tint, but fun nonetheless. I really like the colors. I think that the eyeliner pens, the eyeliner stamps, are so fun. I think these are probably, these and this green liquid shadow are definitely my favorite items out of the collection. I definitely prefer the blue one to the purple one. So the blue peace sign eyeliner stamp and the green liquid eyeshadow are 100% my two favorite products out of this collection. Let me know if you got this collection. What is your favorite product? Let me know how you guys use, how do you make these work? Did you use multiples of these and did they look really pretty on the eye? Let me know. I definitely couldn't get them to work like that, but as a one and done eyeshadow, I think they look phenomenal. I actually really love this eye look right here. If it was, you know, a little bit perfected and a little bit better done, I think I would definitely wear this out. This is stunning. Guys, that is going to be the video for today. Before I leave, I already told you that we are going to be doing a giveaway, and I did not forget, we do indeed have a giveaway coming. I'm super excited about this giveaway. Like I said, I've been scrimping and saving, buying these palettes, trying to get a really great giveaway together for you guys. I want you to know how much I really appreciate each and every one of you guys that watches my videos. It really means more to me than you guys will ever know. The fact that you click on my video, that you watch my content, I love you all so very much. And y'all, I'm not rich. I don't have it like that. I'm just as broke as the next lady, and that's why it took so long for this giveaway to like come about, but I'm really proud and really happy with everything that I was able to get together for the giveaway. So let's just get to it. I actually have a lot of really fun stuff that I cannot wait to show you guys. So I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes here, and then a couple of smaller things. I have got to take a sip of something to drink real quick. Whew, so much better. So first up is this, this is a mini Marc Jacobs velvet, oh my goodness, brain fart. Guys, this is a mascara. It's fantastic. I actually have been using this. I freaking love this. This is fantastic. It gives the lashes so much length and volume, super effortlessly. It's a really fantastic mascara. Not waterproof, but super black. It gives your lashes this really beautiful volumized velvety look. Super fantastic. So love that. So that's number one. Second is this eyeshadow palette. I really loved the packaging on this. I thought it was so neat. And then the actual color story is just super fun. I actually have a eyeshadow palette by this brand, and I really enjoy them. This is just really fun to play with. I love that you've got this pop of bright blue, but then you've got all these really beautiful warm neutral tones. I just thought this was a fun color story. And then this silver looks really beautiful. So there's one eyeshadow palette. I also have a couple of W7 palettes. Now, if you guys have watched any of my videos, you know that how much I love W7. I love their formula. I think they're so much fun and really easy to use, super affordable as well. So I have a couple of W7 palettes. These are in tin packaging as well. So this is the W7 in the night, and this is just a really beautiful, smoky, cool toned eyeshadow palette. I love the colors in here. I just think that this would make the most beautiful, like just smoky kind of eye. Really beautiful. I love this kind of pop of pinky purple in there. It just makes it a little bit more interesting. So there's that one. And then I have the Pretty Please palette. I really like the packaging on this one. I love the kind of cherry red color. So this is supposed to be a dupe for the oh my gosh, the Naked Cherry palette, the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. And I think this color story is so beautiful. Really great for everyday wear. And that's what I was just kind of shooting for. I wanted to get you guys something, things that I thought you would actually use and like would really benefit from on a daily basis. So there's that. This is the Pretty Please palette. And then I have a couple of more expensive things. So right here I have the Kylie Lip Kit. This is in the shade Mary Jo K. It's just a really beautiful, bright, classic red. So you get a liquid lipstick and a lip liner in here. These are absolutely phenomenal. I love this. So everybody needs a beautiful red classic lipstick, and here's one for you. And then I also have, so if you guys have heard me talk about Ace Beaute, you will know that they are fast becoming one of my absolute favorite brands. This is actually one of the palettes from them that I use the most often. This is the Beaute Scarlet Dusk. This is not a cheap palette, but I actually ordered one of these for myself and enjoyed it so much. I ordered another one because I just thought that you guys would enjoy this so very much. So this is what the actual packaging looks like. It's really beautiful. It is just, oh, so stunning. I love the pattern on the front. Very thin and slim, very travel friendly. You open it up. This is a brand new palette, never been opened, never been touched. But you open it up, and this is what the color story looks like. I think this row of corals is so incredibly beautiful. I have made so many just beautiful looks with this palette. I think you're really going to enjoy this one. I thought this one was a good addition just because there's a couple of pops of really fun, like bright color, but then for the most part, it's a really wearable neutral palette. I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this palette. So there's that one as well. And then I have a couple of like more fun palettes. My allergies are being crazy. So I know that you guys have seen me use this palette before. It's one of my absolute favorites. I am a gigantic fan of the LA Girl shadow formula. I think their mattes are delicious, but their shimmers are just divine. So you have a big giant mirror here, and then this is the color story. This is so much fun. I use this this palette. I have one for myself. I use this palette all the time. The looks that I come out with using this palette are just absolutely incredible. The shimmers in here are absolutely to die for. This green lime shimmer is just everything. It looks like melted emeralds on the eyelids. It is so incredibly gorgeous. So that's the color story. I think you guys are really gonna have a ball with this palette. It's so beautiful. So there's that as well. And then I have, last but not least, I have this Profusion palette. Now, this is the Profusion Festival palette, and I picked this one just because I think it's so much fun. You have lots of versatility in here. There's lots of contrast. You've got lots of nice depth in here as well. And I just think the versatility with this palette is just incredible. You've got lots of really beautiful, fun pops of colors. You've got this row of greeny blues. You've got this row of purples. You've got a row of like pinkies and oranges and yellows, but then you've also got some really beautiful neutral shades, and then you've got some more like, I want to say like cool toned browns over on this side. This is a really beautiful palette. I really enjoy the Profusion shadow formula. I have so many Profusion palettes and use them all the time. They're some of my absolute favorites from the drugstore. So I know that you guys are going to have so much fun with this palette. So definitely this one is going into the giveaway as well. So that is the festival, the Profusion Festival. You have the LA Girl main stage palette. You have the Beaute Scarlet Dusk palette. You have the Kylie Lip Kit. You have the W7 Pretty Please and In the Night. And then you also have the Color Co Bolds palette. Guys, I hope that this this giveaway, you know, that you guys like it. I want to give something back. You guys give me so much just by clicking on my videos and just, you know, consuming my content. It really does mean so much to me. And though it's not like some beautiful big Norvina palette, these are some really beautiful fun palettes, and I hope you guys are as excited about this giveaway as I am. I really enjoy giving, and there is nobody better that I can think to give back to than the people that support my channel and you know, support you know, my makeup my makeup thing. Guys, I love you so much. As always, no filters, no edits, no fancy lighting. It's just me sitting in front of my camera playing with my makeup, hoping you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. As always, I will post everything in today's video in the description box below, along with the link to my Facebook page and all of my other social medias. Please make sure that you guys are following me on all of my socials. That is part of the criteria for the giveaway. Make sure that you like this video, leave a comment on this video, and be subscribed to my channel. Also, make sure that you're following me on TikTok and Instagram, and then you will be automatically entered into the giveaway. Make sure that you do all of that though, because I do check. And in the comment that you leave below in this video, make sure you leave some way for me to contact you. So either your Instagram handle or your Facebook, something so that I can get a hold of you when, you know, I figure out who won. This is gonna run until the end of next month. I will let you guys know when it's coming to a close. I will mention it in a video. Each video that you like and comment on until the end of this giveaway is going to be another entry. So make sure that you guys like and comment on my videos between now and then. I think I'm going to end this on the 25th of next month. So you have from now until the 25th of next month to like and comment on as many videos as you can. And I will let you guys know via direct message who won, and then I will definitely send all this lovely stuff to you guys. That's going to be it for me today. I love you so very much. Until next time, my beautiful loverlies, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Bye.